Hey, good morning. What's going on, Lord Mason? Hey, I'm just letting you know I'm back at it, trying to catch up with you. The right shoulder is doing better, so I better get on you with that push-up challenge next time. And I also want to say, hey, thanks to everyone out there that supports my Chronicles of Four Horsemen page. It's starting to pick up a little steam, a little momentum, And if you haven't went to that page, subscribe yet. If you get time, please do. I want to take a hot second to hit subscribe, watch the videos, let me know what you thought about them. But hey, this morning, let's talk about what people choose to do in life. What I mean is, a lot of times, when people's kids get in trouble, the first thing people say is their parents didn't raise them right. Their parents weren't there in their life. A lot of times, a lot of this stuff that these kids are doing, you can't really put on the parents. And this is why I say that. A parent can instill all the right values, all the right everything in the kid. And that kid just turned out to be bad. So is that the parents' fault or is it the kid's fault? To me, it's the kid's fault because no matter what the parent installed in them, be it good or bad, it's still up to that kid to pick what type of person they're gonna be. So when people say, hey, this kid turned out to be a bad person because the parents didn't do nothing with him. But what if that kid had both parents in the house with him, mother and father, instill those good values in him, yes sir, no man, to be polite, to be a good person. And that kid just decide to be a horrible person. What's the excuse? But then you have, on the other opposite, you have kids that grew up in single parent home. Kids that's been abused. Kids that grew up in foster home. They could have been like growing up, they could have had the mindset, well, I grew up in all this adversity and all this turmoil. Let me turn out to be a bad person because that's what people are gonna think of me. Because that's where I come from. But those kids who've been through a lot, they try to be some of the best people. So again, it's up to that kid when they get grown to determine what type of person they're gonna be. So before we down parents to say, hey, your kid turned out like this because of you, can't really blame the parent because again, you have a kid that's giving everything, turn out to be awful. You can have a kid that doesn't have anything, turn out to be great. So again, all thing we can do as parents is try to instill those values in them, teach them right from wrong growing up, and then hope that they turn out to be a good person. At the end of the day, if one of my kids turn out to be horrible, everybody know, believe me, I believe in using that belt. I don't believe in child abuse, but I believe in discipline. And my son know we're not buddies. I'm not his best friend. He say, Daddy, you're my best friend. I said, no, we're not, God. We're not best friend. I said, we two competing lions. And we want to rule the pride. And I said, right now, I rule the pride. And even as he gets older, he's going to know, hey, I run the house. I'm going to instill things in you. Like in my house, I feel as though in my house, you should have a low-cut fade every Saturday. He's going to get a haircut. He can get a part. There's certain things he can have in the house while he's in my house. Once he gets grown, he becomes his own person. But while he's in the house with me, I'm going to instill the values and discipline in him that I think he's going to need in his life and growing to being an adult. Because once he turns 18, he's grown. It's up to him to be a good person. But while he's here, I'm on him to do the right things in life. And then I hope that all the good positive things that me and his mom have showed him, that he carries them forward. And he goes on a straight good path versus going to the left or to the right and becoming a bad person. So parents, you've done everything you could do. You were that perfect parent and your kids still turn out not to be what you wanted. Don't take it so hard. But if you want them parents out there that's holding your kid up in this nonsense, this mess, they bullying people, they doing all this other kind of stuff, even then, that kid can turn out to go totally different than what you're putting in them. So again, it just boiled down to what do that kid want to do when they become grown? So it's all about that child's mindset growing up until they become an adult. So as parents, the only thing we can do is, again, instill the right values in them, try to lead them down the right path, and then once they turn 18, it's up to them to either continue on the path that you set for them, or they're gonna do something total opposite. With that being said, let me finish this cool down, and thanks for watching the video. And as always, if you can do about 35 minutes of some type of physical activity, please do. Physical fitness is good. Till next time, Johnny C out.